Hey guys, so now I'm back at the doll shop, but my rant is not over because I came back to the shop and these girls came in who, they were functioning members of society. I feel like they maybe knew how to conduct themselves a little bit in public or in a store. But here's the thing. If you went into a store that specialized in something, so here we are in a shop that very, very, very obviously specializes in antique dolls. We do have furniture, we do have some jewelry, we do have other antiques and things like that. But it says big in the front of our store, even before you come in, that we're an antique doll shop. And as soon as you walk in the door, you can see that we're a doll shop and that we love dolls here. And these two girls came in just now and she was trying to sell me some jewelry. So I'm looking at the jewelry and then she's like, oh, my mom used to collect creepy dolls like this. And this was just like after this morning in the news team going to try and help bring awareness about the museum, and then saying on news in Colorado, the biggest news outlet in Colorado, that they were asking the curator if they come alive at night and if they were, and how creepy they were and things like that. And it's just so annoying. And I know that people, when they're saying that, they're probably a lot of times trying to make conversation. They're not necessarily trying to be rude. I think that when you come into a shop like this, here I'm turn the camera around, and maybe you see this kind of thing and you've never seen anything like it before. Maybe you don't necessarily know what to say, but there's so many other things that you could say. And these dolls are so beautiful. I mean, it's not like we're sitting here on a Chucky movie set, which, by the way, about Chucky, why didn't they just take a giant incinerator and just blow that little sucker up? Why did they have so many movies about Chucky? I mean, my gosh, he was just a little plastic doll. Like, you could just take, I don't know, a firebomb and blow him up, and then that's the end of it. So that whole movie was just, I thought, really lame anyway. And that one movie is what people always reference when they come into the shop. But anyway, she's sitting here in a doll shop. So that would be like me going into any kind of specialty store, a pottery store, and saying, you know what, I hate pottery. Or an antique jewelry store. You know what, I find antique jewelry really ugly. It's just so bizarre to me to come into an antique doll shop, and it happens to me consistently of people coming in and saying, oh man, these are so creepy and this and that. If you don't like it, you can come right down this step and look back and forth and see that we specialize in dolls, and see we have a whole store full of wonderful dolls and miniatures and doll houses. And if it doesn't vibe with you, you can just turn around and leave and go to the next store. You don't need to give me a dissertation on how creepy they are, because they're not. They're gorgeous, as Michael Canadas would say, gorgeous. I'm going to turn the camera around so we can see. We are still just totally unpacking from UFDC, so things are a little bit crazy. And I don't want you guys to get me wrong. Most people that come in here, I'm saying most people, Murray's throwing a fit over there, are very interested and very appreciative and enjoy seeing something totally different. So this is not most of the people that come in, but it does happen to me on a daily basis. So I think I'm gonna call the news, to be honest with you, because with that museum closing and them going on the news saying dolls are creepy, that didn't help the museum at all. So I might just do that. But here we are live in my shop. And here are people, and Murray is throwing a little fit over there. I just gave him his liverwurst, but he's having a little meltdown. Good morning.
Good morning.
So we have some wonderful shoppers in here that are checking things out here on Saturday morning. We have We've got all kinds of fabulous things, and our shop is always in motion. It's very fluid, just like any antique shop is. It's filled to the brim with inventory. One time we got a bad review on our Yelp page because we had too much stuff. And I was just sitting here like, okay, so do you want to go into an antique store that doesn't have anything in it? That's not kind of how it works. We had too many dolls. Is there even such a thing? These Hummels are like 9 inches tall. I generally don't really love Hummels, but these ones are amazing. Like that's my hand. Like they're huge and wonderful. So anyway, tomorrow's National Doll Day, so look for coverage of that. And share the videos. And we're gonna end with hello, Dolly Lambskin. Hello, Dolly Lambskin. And Murray, that's the Dalai Lama. And Murray, who's going to the clip and curl on Wednesday. Dolly, say hello. You doing your little wiggles? You doing a little wiggle? You doing a little wiggle, Skin? Oh, and Murray's just having a little hard time. So if you've been watching this and you've been following my rant, please join the discussion. Let me know what you say when people say things like this, because I need some more words. I kind of tend to say the same thing. So if you guys have some witty, some good answers that have really resonated with people that come in, like I said, a lot of people dismiss what they don't know. And sometimes they just want to come up with something just to say something. They're just maybe trying to make conversation. I think for the most part, people are not trying to be hurtful and rude, but we don't like it. We just don't like it. Here we go. Here's the Murray just having a little party down there. Cynthia, yes, Dolly still has a very, very, very hard time with anybody but me and the workers of the shop. She still has a hard time in any social situation, basically outside of the shop and outside of my house. But she's working on it. It's 4 months on Wednesday since I got her. Dalai Lama. Dalai Lama, you know I'm talking about you. You know I'm talking about you, Dalai Lama. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and I will chat with you soon. Bye, everybody.